So 1 red, 2 purple. Yeah.
Oh wait, did I say 2 purple? You said upgraded
2
twice.
red.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
okay, so yeah, 2 red. Okay. So then I have that with the upgrade and the boost. So okay. Fingers crossed. Who doubts Balkan?
All right. You easily succeed. In fact, you accidentally turn on the lights while you're doing it with that many successes.
Whoops! Oh, did I do that?
But it was very, very strenuous, reaching around the wires and and trying to do it just out of sight.
It's
So
like a monkey wired this shit.
pretty much, yeah. Like I said, you take 3 strain. All right.
Okay.
Now what you see now the lights are on, except you see crates stacked up all over the place. You see off to the left there's a door that has down. It actually has the obvious red laser saying, "Don't touch this" in front of it, basically. It looks is super important. But right in front of you, you see you see a personnel elevator. Other than that, like I said, you see about 15 different droids heading around, just kind of doing stuff. And so the IG droid just sitting there.
Okay, well, first, once we all get out of the elevator but leave the officer in, unless someone wants to take him along for some reason, I want to lock this elevator down, so only I can use it.
Okay.
And my comrades.
I'll have that be a computers check. You have a good computers, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then I'll make it a, let's say it's not exactly hard as an Imperial, so we'll say it's average, upgraded twice because I'm spending a Destiny point.
And then the elevator exploded.
No.
Nope.
There you go, hey. You easily set it down. In fact, it was so easy, it actually relaxed you a little bit. Go ahead and take back that 3 strain. And not just that, but you found in the program the kind of a basis of their security code. So if you hack any more doors, you get an extra boost die. So
Oh,
extra
good.
advantage. You kind of see what they're doing here. It looks like it's secondhand, not secondhand, but sloppy work. Whoever wrote their protections for this particular base for some reason.
Probably the same guy that did their wiring.
Probably.
All right, so gentlemen, shall we take the elevator, or do we first want to convert this lovely IG droid to our cause? Sure.
Before
I'll
that, will you
try.
help me unjam my
It's
rifle?
not a lot of. Do have a toolkit, but there isn't really a good place to work.
Well, I'd say the toolkit would help you out, so you don't have to worry about too much setback dice. Especially if you shut down those droids so they're not making much noise and attacking you. Like I said, I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Sorry. Like I said, it's just an easy mechanics check to fix the little jam.
All right.
And he's easily succeeded, yeah. You actually see that it was just a little bit of dirt in the wrong spot. And somehow managed to jam up the works. Alright, so I'll use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Thank you. I'll have to keep it cleaner in the future.
Yeah, what did you drag this through?
You should probably ask Shorbeck about keeping a
I
heavy blaster rifle in good functioning.
In fact, yeah, while we're waiting for him to come
Yeah,
back, Vulcan's gonna... Did you already turn on the jammer?
No, we just landed.
Okay, so Balkan's gonna call you and ask. So, all right, so we made it down. We've made it down to the lower levels, and so far we may have caught their attention, but I don't think they're really onto us. How's your situation?
No one's bothering us at the moment. We just sort of landed, and there are some pilots and mechanics hanging out, but no one's approached us yet.
All right, well, just make sure the comm jammer's ready. We don't need it now, but sooner or later we're probably going to trip something up.
Shorbeck is just up on the guns, just aiming them at the TIE fighters.
Are the pilots in the hangar as well?
That's a good question. We might try to distract them.
Because I thought, well, to go out of game for a sec, I thought he said they were like in there, like away from the ties, but still just in the hangar.
Yeah, just hanging around. Yeah.
Because if they're in there, and this is Balkan again, it's like it may be wiser to use the guns on them first. That way, you can just take out the pilots, and the ties would be free to use for anyone.
Gosh,
Sorry
they would
about
just
that.
they would be completely dead. Like that's like 10 times the power of the gun.
Exactly, Balkan.
They're-
They
they're-
did, and we
they're-
also-
Also, this Maybe we'll pay off some of this debt of mine with a stolen TIE fighter or two.
Indeed.
Definitely help, right? Oh, by the way, crew in the ship, you now see a small little contingent heading towards you. You see an officer in front and about just 4 Imperial soldiers heading towards your ship from outside the hangar, heading towards you.
Ooh.
If you're paying attention, the pilots as well have actually moved out of the hangar.
Dang.
So there's actually a couple mechanics still there, but the pilots have moved out.
Oh, okay. So the pilots are gone, but the mechanics are in there. Well, that takes out that plan.
All right.
Sorry.
Here, let me handle this. Officers, what seems to be the trouble?
Where do you want? Do you want me on the guns of the ship, or do you want me out there with my blaster? I don't know if having a Wookiee right by your side would really endear them to you.
Well, slavers be slavers.
Yeah.
All right. He says, well, the problem is we don't have any record of a positive shipment going out, and we cannot reach your supposed contact. Now tell me why you're here again.
Well, you see, we were contacted to help distribute some merchandise for the good captain. We were told to meet him at this time and in this place, and so we've come to uphold our end of the bargain. We wouldn't want to keep the Imperials waiting.
Okay. Go ahead and make a charm or negotiate, whichever one you want.
To be Fenn's conscience for a sec, I will remind him that he does have a group of pirate contacts he can probably rely on.
Pirate contacts that are on the other end of the galaxy?
Well, it's like if he needed a reference. It's like, yeah, these guys are with me. They're my street cred, yo.
We didn't even know who they were. They were so low on the
I
totem
think
pole.
they had a name, but we didn't bother learning it.
It's actually,
Yeah.
I've seen it. It's actually in the stat sheet. It's the crew. It's actually the crew of something.
Yeah,
I forgot off the top of my head.
I have that written down here.
No, but go ahead and make a
Yeah,
check.
Gita Laroon and Yarok of the Sunken Mesa Raiders on Ord Mantell.
Gosh.
You know, if you want to spend a destiny point so that this person knows who they are, and I'll let you do that. Kind of like influence the story.
Sure.
Okay. All right, then just make an average check of either charm or negotiate, because you mentioned them. They're like, so they know it's something they deal with on occasion. So
Okay.
I'll only spend 1 to upgrade it on you.
Okay, so one.
So it's 1 purple, 1
One.
red.
Yeah.
Like I said, no boosts
Okay.
or step back.
Don't fail me now.
Oh.
Says, Well, he pauses for a second. Says, let me contact the warden. And he's reaching for his comm link. You have, for the advantage, you can decide what you're going to do right now.
Just do we have a fairly good idea relative, where the others are relative to us, or at least where they went into the facility relative to where we are?
Yes, you can kind of see. You can see the area where they went in. In fact, you could have sworn you saw someone running for a second, and then they kind of went down and disappeared.
Well, while you were gone, Balkan contacted the group for a status update, so he did tell them where they were at the
Okay,
moment.
yeah, then. Yeah, you know where they're at.
Okay.
Try to buy them off.
Yes. Yes. Well, perhaps we could make some sort of arrangements. Since things seem to be tied up. I mean, we don't want to take up your valuable space in the hangar, and you have nothing to show for it. And try to see if I can bribe them.
Okay. Make a negotiate check. This guy isn't particularly loyal, so it's just going to be a hard check. No upgrades.
Hard check. Okay.
Come on, Sand Seller. Yes.
Hey!
Okay, oh yeah, threat.
Here's the back of it.
You're getting a little nervous. You're gonna take a strain for that threat. He
Okay.
says, "All right. And how much are you offering?" He turns to his troopers and says, "Turn around." And he steps closer to you.
Take 3 steps that way.
How much are you gonna offer this guy? With that many successes, he'll take about. I'll give you a good. He'll take about 100 credits.
Yeah, that was about the number that I was thinking of offering. So yeah, 100 credits sounds good.
All right. Says, well then, I think we're all clear here. Whenever Cal gets around delivering the cargo, feel free to do what you need. Troopers, stand guard here and make sure no one bothers them. And he walks off. You now have
Much
4
obliged. Much
Imperial
obliged.
Army troopers just kind of hanging around. He said they all have their cool little blasters and their little armor, just kind of like shrugging, like whatever. It's not the first time they had to do something silly like this. They are watching you though.
Discreetly turn the turrets on the ship towards their direction.
I still want to try and defect the TIE pilots if at all possible.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can go over and talk to them real quick.
Just
yeah, I think
chat
that's
them up.
new.
Certainly. Okay,
Do you have anything for them to drink? Maybe get them drunk.
Not
Do we have-
on me.
We could flip a destiny maybe for it.
Certainly. You know what? The last guys in here actually left their Carillion whiskey, if you flip a destiny point.
All
It was
right.
a very good batch, by the way. Magnifique.
Share some Carillion brandy, something with the troops. So I'll approach them with a charm check.
But if you're carrying the whiskey out in front
Yeah.
of you, right? Those troopers follow you too. They're like, hey.
Ooh, everybody wants some. Hold
So-
on, boys. I don't think there's enough.
Boys, to a most successful job and a solid 8,000 credits earned, I propose a toast.
They seem a little confused. So make your charm check.
All right, you get any boost for the whiskey in hand?
You know what? Certainly. I will give you 2 boost die, because it's hard to get a nice Carillion whiskey out here. Normally
Alright.
it's just some kind of homemade, rock gut.
Any what's the difficulty?
I'm going to say it's going to be a 3 hard.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
You know what? Let's see. It
We got
takes
a
a lot out of
new
you, but you
seller.
actually convince these guys that you're an all right fellow. If I let you say, if you wanted to, I'll let you flip another destiny point and have these guys so enamored with you, they'd actually agree to one thing that you wanted to.
Blow your ships up.
Within reason.
Kill the
what-
Like I said, you
I mean,
put so much into your your little rhetoric there that it's strange. It tired you down a little bit.
All right, then I'll say that as a celebration, they all abandon their posts early, come with me down to the cantina for a round of drinks.
You know what? They all do. Even those army troopers are supposed to watch you. They all start following you. In fact, they say, "Hey, let's take the little land speeder. We're supposed to keep it around for patrols, but let's take it out with us."
Do some joyriding.
Awesome to the max.
Now you're at the Imperial Cantina now, drinking basically.
Awesome.
We'll say let's let me roll a quick D6, and we'll say 1d6 / roll 1d6. Why didn't it pop up? 1. Okay.
Indeed.
Let's see. So at about one round, you can actually break away and come back. So pretty much next time we come back to you guys. All right. So we're
Awesome.
actually gonna go over back to the guys down in the warehouse. All right, Balkan. So you guys checking out that door?
Actually, first, now that everyone's business has been tended to, Balkan, after his long discussing with Jeppo back on Corellia, who's now become a bit enamored with droids, he wants to see if he can't take that IG droid with him, so he's going to try and reprogram it to serve his ends.
All right. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a computer's check. You have to speak binary, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna flip a destiny point. It's gonna be a hard check, upgrade it 3 times.
Whew.
For good measure, Jokin pulls his blaster out in case this goes wrong really quickly.
But by the
Well,
way,
I'll see
I'll
your-
let you know, just in case you guys had tripped that wire, it actually wouldn't have sent out the alert. It actually would have activated this droid. This droid is actually supposed to be a challenge for a group, so the group is 6, so be careful.
All right, well, I'll see your destiny point and raise you a destiny point.
All right.
So then I'll change that to 3 to 3 to
You have
2 to
slicing gears. You can
1.
binary.
Okay. So we have one person ready to shoot it in case it wakes up. Does anyone else want to like keep an eye on my mechanics to see if I?
Actually, no. I will come and assist you. And instead of my blaster, I'm gonna have my my fusion cutter ready.
And I point my heavy blaster rifle at it.
Okay, so we just changed the shooter. What does the fusion cutter add, or is it just something you want to use in melee in case it wakes
Just
up?
in case this thing goes wrong, I can just try to give him a good swat with it.
Okay, so that'll be 2 boost die because I speaks binary as well.
Well, actually,
Or is
I'll say James is still trying to help you, so you're getting an unaided or an unskilled thing, another boost die.
it-
Let's see what
okay,
happens here.
so guard your loins. Yes,
Oh my
Whoa.
God,
fucker
Triumph!
is mine.
Wow, yeah, you know what? You now have a completely loyal IG droid. In fact,
Yes.
you do it so well, it actually starts up and says, "Hello, Master. Ready to serve."
That's amazing.
Damn right you are.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay. It actually has
I have my toy. Let's go.
you know, you actually, as well, you get a bit of a readout on it as you're doing. It actually has a flamethrower installed in its left arm, except it's carrying a heavy blaster. I think it also has a small. It has a comm link jammer that will affect about let's say an average about 20 feet around it, in a bubble. It'll turn off. It's and that's it for now. You know what I mean? I'll actually give you the stats later on. All right. Wow.
Well,
Triumph, huh?
Balkan. If Balkan wasn't Balkan, he'd be tempted just to tell the broker to keep his share because he's got his toy.
Damn.
But unfortunately, he is, so he is going to demand payment. Anyway, we have a
Also-
gun fixed. I have a droid. Shall we go to the elevator now?
Yeah, I think you've got enough firepower if anything happens.
Indeed.
But you guys leave another door alone, right?
The door that says "Do not enter." Does anyone want to enter it? Technically, Balkan is feeling a bit courageous, but he's not going to step through that door first.
Away, droid.
Well, why
Go
don't
for
we
him.
put the droid in front of the door and have you hit the button to open it?
But I just got this droid.
By the way, the door is locked, by the way. Like I said, it's locked. It has the little lasers in front of it.
Oh, right, the lasers.
Is there any way I could perhaps? Is there any interface I could use to find out what may be inside the room before I have to open it?
There's actually a small panel over next to the door. You're not sure what it is. If you want to open it up, it's no checks. There's no traps on it. Don't worry. I'll make you do that.
Yeah, because I'm curious what's behind the door, but I'm not risking my stuff or myself opening it.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'll go open the door.
okay. Protect me,
I'll do
I.
it as stealthily as I can, so that anything on the other side wouldn't notice that I'm doing it.
Okay. So what are you doing again? Sorry, I got distracted by the other guys.
Well, wait. Should we at least
Um,
the levers first?
I mean, I also have the fusion cutter to get through the door. It saves
Okay.
the big boom for other stuff. When we get there.
Okay, so you guys want to open up the door and turn off the lasers? Like I said, you actually find Balkan in that little wall thing. There's a little you find. I'm gonna say for simplicity, you find where you think you can mess with the lasers and maybe open the door if you got lucky. It's gonna be a mechanics check, hard, upgrade it. We'll make it twice.
So 2 red, 1 purple.
Mhm.
Okay.
And let's see. Nah, no setbacks, nothing. So you're doing all right. You got the lights on now.
So I'm going to also flip a destiny point. And I guess that's it. Unless any of you want to, because I know Jokin has the fusion cutter, but that's mainly for opening the door, not for turning off the lasers.
Yeah, that's not going to do much against lasers unless I like physically cut the emplacement out or something that feels like something that would set off an alarm.
Well, we'll call that Plan B.
Yeah.
There we go. Not lucky, but hey, lasers are off.
There you go. Boom. That's it. The lasers shimmer and boom, turn off.
Yay.
Okay, so
All right,
lasers
now,
off, but the
rotary on the
door is still locked shut.
Yes. Also, you did notice that there seems to be the door doesn't seem to be hooked up to anything else when you're looking through this. Just that stuff. So you don't think there's any alarms you have to worry about on the door.
Okay, so I turn to Jokin, and it's like, okay, the lasers are off, and it doesn't seem like there's an alarm connection, but, you know, the Imperials and their faulty wiring, who knows what will happen if you try to cut through it. But, my friend, I leave that decision up to you.
All right, I'll pull out the.
And then I hide behind my new droid. I'm going to come up with a name
What are
for
the walls
guy.
made out of?
Just standard door.
Would it be
steel.
just as... No, what about the walls, though, next to
walls?
the door?
The walls next to the door. That's actually kind of like a door, kind of where the door is steel and the I guess what the door concrete, whatever they call that, it kind of blends together.
Okay, so it'd be easier to cut through the door than through the wall?
I'd say yeah, just for simplicity.
Okay. Okay. Just checking.
I'll take the cutter and start to cut a panel out of the door.
Okay. So you want to actually like just cut a hole in it so you can see through it. You're just trying to see the inner workings of the door.
No, I'm trying to go through the door.
Okay. It cuts right through the door. I'm pretty sure that's how the fusion cutter works. It just cuts through stuff.
Yeah,
Right?
it's got like breach 10. I can cut through like, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Or sorry, it's got breach 1.
you've-
It's got.
You've cut a nice hole around the door. It wasn't that thick. On the other side, you just see a box. It's a cube. It's actually red. You feel just a little bit of dread looking at it. You don't know why.
Oh shit.
I want to steal that box.
Yeah,
Can you make
probably
a,
like something Sith in there.
learn about it?
Can I
Balkan wants to make.
that-
If anyone wants to make a general educations check at a formidable, not formidable. 4. That's daunting,
Daunting.
right? Daunting.
got
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah, Balkan will try. Okay, so it's education
Yes, sir.
for...
Or actually, lore. You know, it's gonna be lore. I lied. Sorry. I got my
Oh.
skills confused for a second. I know.
That just makes everything harder.
Do what I can.
Let's see. What's my lore? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a destiny point
Okay.
making that, and then I shall roll. Damn.
Okay. You have no idea what this is. How to spend the advantage? We'll just say you didn't know so quick. You got to relax a little bit. How about that? You just realized you have no idea what this is. Not gonna worry about it. If you want, you can try another check with a setback die.
Okay, yeah, I'll do
Just
that
for the fun
because
of it. Just to
I
kind of try
I
and
have a
think.
nice little talent that lets me get rid of a setback, so I'll just do it again. But this time I won't spend a destiny point, which means I'll roll differently. Okay, so I'll do that with the setback that I get to remove, so there's the roll.
All right, but okay.
Look,
You have no idea.
Whoever can do it again.
Okay. Then can I steal it now?
Oh
like
yeah, go
make
ahead.
a perception.
No, you don't have
All right, I
to.
want to make a.
Yeah, you want to do a perception
Oh,
check? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
was I wanted to check for like security or booby traps
We'll just
around
say,
it or anything like that.
Okay, good. Let's just say it's going to be an average upgraded twice.
Average upgraded. So 2 reds,
Yes.
right? Okay. And okay, I'll go for it. Looking for traps. Oh,
You don't
come
see
on.
anything at all. In fact, you're incredibly sure it's perfectly fine. On the other hand, as you were looking, you actually fell into the room. And I say there wasn't actually any traps there every time you look. But you fell in the room and actually knocked your head. Let's say we'll just take a 2 strain.
Okay.
Nothing too special. Actually, you know what? Never mind. You didn't
then
fall in the
I'm-
room. That despair did nothing that you know about. How about that? I actually forgot the other little event I had set up for despairs. Okay. Good.
Okay. Then I wanna take it and stuff. Tiny little backpack.
Good. Okay. Like I said, it's this little cube. It doesn't feel. It just feels. You feel angry when you pick it up and you stuff it away. All right. Cool.
I like being pissed off, so this will work nicely.
All right.
I think it's time to turn on my droid's comm jammer. Though I guess it'd be a bit too late now.
Yeah. Well, maybe not.
Hey, IG, activate your comm jammer for the moment. Maintain
can't.
until told otherwise.
Yeah, you can't talk to us though.
Well, I'll tell him to turn it off, and then I'll call you.
Well, what if we want to call you?
Well, then I'll tell one of the guys to stay 20 meters back, so it'll be off range.
Okay.
Fine.
By the way, guys in the hangar, you actually
20 minutes back.
you see a Lambda shuttle actually
I don't
landing.
trust that droid.
Not close to you, outside of the hangar in front of you, because they've taken their spot basically.
Ooh. I guess we can't be. We can't be.
So
I'm not back yet, so
A Lambda shuttle has a crew capacity of like 20.
20.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
so anyway,
It
So
is.
we
we
watch
have the
closely
ship
what
with
this
the guns.
Lambda needs to be doing here.
okay. Remind me, hold on for a second. I'll deal with the guys in the hangar again. Okay. You see the Lambda lands not too far away from the hangar, and like I said, the thing comes down. You see what looks to be about a squad of stormtroopers, 13 stormtroopers pile out, and behind them comes a guy in uniform, which you recognize as in the ISP, the Imperial Security,
Oh, great.
and he's
Rocket.
actually a Doros.
We're bent the fodder.
He just has this unhappy look on his face.
You're
And
the
behind
ones
him-
in the
and
ship
behind
with the
him-
guns.
Comes another what are they called? You know, I'll just say another human ISB officer, and they take a look over at you, kind of frowns, and they start heading towards the prison. By the way, actually, Durin, while you're carousing with those guys, will you make a quick charm check for me? We'll
Of
say
course.
it's just average.
All right. Any boost?
Yeah, we'll say 2 boost.
They've gotten pretty drunk.
Alrighty.
Okay, you hear that the guys drinking with the pilots say that actually there was supposed to be an ISB team arriving to take a prisoner named for some reason because he has something to do with some guy known as the Broker or something. They said he was supposed to come pick him up and take him away for further interrogation. Now that slipped to you,
Oh, good.
so
I'm gonna take that as my cue to get back to our hangar team.
definitely. Pro tip: Yuri, the agent's broker. That's who they're picking up. Just to let you guys know.
Great.
Okay.
So wait, they're as far as we can tell, they're coming to pick up the guy who was the insider, not the prisoner that we were going for.
No, they're going for the insider.
Okay.
You know, while I have them drunk, can I see if I can get the name of the ISB agent?
Oh, no, they don't know who it is. They just know there's an ISB team coming out.
Fair enough. All right.
Enjoy the evening,
Lay
gentlemen.
an ambush for them so that once they come back with Yuri, you can just kill the little squad and take Yuri.
Actually,
work.
Rio pipes up and says he might be able to set some kind of mines with his detonite charges, but he'd need the stormtroopers distracted. Because
I thought they were going into the prison.
oh, 2 remained behind, just kind of sitting there. Sorry, I thought I said that.
Oh.
Well, I can handle that when I get back, but
All right.
I wonder how many are in the shuttle still.
Yeah,
Free shuttle for the Alliance.
I'll communicate that to the team inside. That there's
I turned on the comm jammer.
Imperials inbound. Find the informant if you can. Well,
We don't get the message.
I'm 20 meters behind, so I'm 20 meters outside of the robot so that I'm jammer.
Okay, so I guess he gets the message.
All right.
and then I'll let you guys know. Like you said, someone should stay outside of the comm jammer range.
Well, that was a good idea, but I thought we were getting into that elevator, which, hard to stay at 20 meters out.
Oh, all right.
Well, I'm going to say this happened right after Tim Tim fell inside the door.
Okay, well then there we go.
All right, so any plans for the pilot crew?
I still have to travel, so.
Slowly turn the ship's gun turret towards the Lambda shuttle.
All right.
Don't shoot that.
Yeah, no. We want to keep the tie. We want to keep the
Take
shuttle.
the ties out. Don't keep the shuttle.
Yeah, the
Steal
Lambda
it.
isn't for dogfighting, you know what I mean? Those ties will actually mess you up because, they, to be able to game me, they work as a minion group, so they start out with 2 dice, and for 4, that'd be 3 yellow, 1 green for every time they take a shot at you.
Yeah, I still vote we have the Jawa, see what he can scrap from those, and then just sabotage them if we can.
I guess I could go around smashing the controls in them if that wouldn't be too conspicuous.
All right. Yeah, Dern's managed to get the little hangar abandoned, so you don't have to worry about stealth. If you wanted to break the controls, I'll let you do that. Not even a check.
Okay, so a brawl check at.
Well, we'll just. I'd say more of an athletics check.
Okay.
We'll make it. Let's see.
Climb up those solar panel things. Get into the pod. Get out
I'd
of the
say,
pod.
well, they're set up. They're set up so that a pilot can get in and then immediately lift off. So you can just
And all
walk
the
around.
guns, they face backwards.
Yeah, we'll say. We'll just lump them all together, make it simple. So we'll say an athletics check with 2 setback at average. Upgrade it twice.
Ouch.
Sorry, I was going to go 1, but that destiny point did make it 2.
Okay.
And since this is the Wookiee, right?
Yeah.
You're just plain angry, so I'm going to give you actually a boost die, because, like I said, you were taken prisoner by the Imperials. I'm going to say this is you're just this angry pulling as hard as you can.
So no brawl, just athletics. Okay.
Yeah, no
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. So 2 red, 2 black. I've already got a point in athletics, so let's see. Oh.
Oh,
Oof.
that's going to be a doozy.
All right, you know what? You're going through. You get the first 3 without a problem. As you're trying to yank out the 4th, you turn on something, and suddenly you're up in the air. You're currently flying a TIE fighter. It's just going straight up currently.
I guess I can do a pilot's check to land this thing.
You can. But also, now you also over the comm, you hear, "Pilot, what are you doing?"
I can't say shit. I'm a Wookiee.
So he said, "Go ahead, make a pilot's check at average just to make it land." By the way, at this point, another 10 stormtroopers have pulled out of that Lambda. And they're just watching.
Jeez, 13, now 10, along with the ISB agents?
They were crammed
Like a
in there.
freaking clown car.
Well, it's a 30 shuttle, right? Room for 30 guys. Everyone had a seat. Because it had basically 2 squads and a pilot.
This is where probably those planetary scale weapons can come in.
They're not doing anything yet. They're just watching.
Well,
I
I
guess-
think they're going to get a bit suspicious after seeing the Wookiee take off at a time and then land it again.
Well, they can't see who's inside of it. So, I mean, if you guys are crafty enough, maybe you could pull something out. But you landed easily back right where it was. If you want, make a stealth check.
Okay.
We're going to say it's going to be hard. Upgrade it once, and then another destiny point. So upgrade it twice. But just for the pure insanity of what's going on, I'm going to give you 2 boost dice because everyone's basically confused.
Yeah, I need to upgrade this.
This is to get away and back to the ship.
Oh gosh.
I'll let someone help him by saying, "Oh my God, who expected?" Kind of trying to distract them further, and that'll give
Look,
you
a
another
bear.
boost dice.
Yeah, no, Fen is definitely going to be trying to distract them. Oh, you!
Oh my god, one of the stormtroopers is a force user. Look at all my
This is an excellent craft that you've done. Well, let's bring you all the way out to these remote parts.
Okay, so 3 boost die on that.
Yeah, 3 boost die.
And I
Quick,
flipped the
more
destiny
whiskey.
point, so yes.
You know you. You sneak back to the ship. And
So
you
I've only
even-
taken out one of them, right?
Yeah, no, you've taken out 3 of them. Each
Okay.
success was one you've killed off. So there's just 1 left that you've taken off and landed. But okay.
But now you know it works.
Exactly. Like I said, you get back there just fine, and you actually managed to even sneak on the ship without them seeing, with all that advantage there. Yeah. There you go. Okay. So, but you now have about, let's see, 12 stormtroopers just kind of hanging out at the land of shuttles. It's like, what the hell's going on? You see.
I'm gonna get my gunnery ready.
Gotcha. Okay, you do see one of the stormtroopers who looks like the sergeant thing on his collar.
Pauldron.
Yeah, whatever, Pauldron. Yeah, Sergeant Pauldron's like, I don't know what it is, sir. I didn't see anyone in there. We're gonna go investigate. You hear him say it. Oh, there's comm. And you see 4 of them start walking off towards that tie. All right. Okay. So,
Would Fen notice that he'd successfully snuck away?
no, he's so sneaky you didn't realize. You don't know if he's gone or not. Now, if you wanted to say something over the comm, he probably could. Just throwing that out there. All right. We'll say you guys know. All right. Now we'll go back to our group down in the warehouse.
Okay.
Okay, so you and your cool IG-88 droid here. In fact, let me pull up his stat block.
So I guess now that we've tried and failed to steal the whatever it is.
Well, no, he got it.
Oh, he
You guys
did?
have
Oh,
no
he
idea
got
what-
it. I said the spare was just the ISB team arriving.
I
Like I said, I was actually saving that because one of the ways I was going to have you go is if you applied for enough information, you could have actually gone through as the ISB team itself. If you had passed enough deception checks.
So now we got a thing. So now should we go up the elevator?
Well, actually, remember Cal told you he told you it was on the first floor. The basement 2 was the mainframe, and the warden's office was on the second floor. You remember this? Sorry. So,
Oh, so are there other exits from this room then if we're on the basement
no,
level?
it's basically a wide open warehouse with the 2 elevators.
Can we tell what floor we're on now?
You're on basement 1.
Okay, so we go 1 level down, and then we have the personnel elevator. So we get on that and take it down first,
Yes,
at
you
least.
can.
All right, so we'll get on the elevator, or at least try to.
Actually, it's you. I'll say you watched Cal as he put in his code, so you know Cal's code to use the elevators, so you don't have to hack them again.
Well, let's hope he's not stirring up a fit in the one I locked down. Beep, boop, beep. Boop, beep, boop.
Okay, there you are. You hit basement 2.
Let's go find that mainframe, gentlemen.
And you go. It opens up. You see actually a checkpoint. It's behind like a little receptionist desk. You see an Imperial Army. It looks like a Imperial Army officer, kind of dozing off behind the desk, along with some troopers back behind him in like a little office. He's not really paying much attention. In fact, he hasn't even noticed you yet. That's how dozing off. That's how out of it he is.
Well, Jokin, might be your time to shine. Maybe get us through them and into the mainframe, and I can work my magic.
Jokin kind of marches up to the lazing receptionist or whatever, and just
you can tell you're a higher rank than him. What you have on your collar compared to his. 'Cause
Right,
I'm
I was,
guessing you know a little bit about Imperial ranks.
yeah. Yeah, so I come like storming up to him and just get in his face about, sleeping on the job, like, this is going on your file, report to the detention center, you're relieved of duty as of right now.
I'll let you make either a coercion check or a leadership check. They're about the same difficulty, so whichever one's better for you.
I think they're both equally They are both equally What's the difficulty?
It's going to be an average. Upgrade it once.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to have IG walk up next to him to give him a bit more authority.
Okay. I'll give you a boost die just for the pure intimidation fact. The intimidation factor from an IG droid.
Can I also have a boost for my higher ranking uniform?
Yes, that as well.
Alright, so that is I took an upgrade, you took an upgrade, so a green, a yellow, 2 blue, a purple, and a red. Sounds right?
That's it, yeah.
Oh,
He's like,
Okay, I just shoot them. No,
He says-
not really.
he says,
Just kidding.
wait a minute, I don't recognize you. Who are you? He stands up. He hasn't called out the troops yet. He just stands up and is staring at you intently now. If you want, you can try a deception check at this point. It's going to be a difficulty of hard. But I'll still give you the boost for the IG joystick in there.
all right. But no upgrade this time?
No, it's just a hard check. Yeah, upgrade it once to 1 red.
All right, so I'm new on the planet. I just got sent from a training circuit at the harsh wilderness testing ground.
All right, roll. See what you get.
Wow. In so many ways, wow.
This suit is so tight, but I'll pull it off.
He says, he just kind of looks frustrated. Whatever, I don't particularly care. And he just kind of sits down. I'll just make sure we have 4 of my troopers escort you wherever you need to go on this level, just in case. He knocks on the wall behind him, and out come 4 Imperial Army troopers. And he said, they look just as ragged as the guy in front. And I said, all right, where do you need to go, sir?
I'm
That
on a
mainframe might need some
of,
maintenance.
what was that?
That mainframe might need some maintenance.
Yep. I'm on my way with these
Outside contractors.
these contractors to check out some of the computer systems. If you could lead me to the mainframe room, I would very much appreciate it. I'm new at the base, and this will help me save some time and get more work done today.
All right. Maybe they can fix the broken AC while they're here.
We'll see if we have time.
So they lead you down. It's actually a long corridor from the checkpoint that branches into a T. He takes you to the left, to the end, then another right, and now to your right there's actually 2 doors. He takes you to the door at the far end. It has a camera watching it down over there, which actually you noticed the checkpoint guy had a little camera set up right there. Kind of camera visuals after you're walking by. And he's staring at the door right in front of you, the door you've just arrived at. He's like, oh, here you are, sir. You'll have to use your key card to open it. And all 4 of them are staring at you at this point.
I assume he didn't leave his key card in his pants.
Destiny point?
Flip a destiny point, yes, he did.
Yes, if you want to spend destiny points, certainly.
Yeah, so I will reach into my back pocket and pull out Captain Cal's card and just swipe it right through.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna do something here. It opens up and you hear, "Welcome, Captain Cal Mio." The troopers go, "Huh?" You want to you can make a social check real quick to see if you can kind of talk them out of it.
Bullshit. I went through it.
I told them to fix that already.
Yeah, that sounds like the recognition software is off.
Yeah, Balkan, do you want to do something brainy here? And
Balkan can try and fake them with brains, but he is not good at deception.
You know, if you want, actually, I'll let you. You can use Tech Talk on them. So I'll say a mechanics check at hard, upgrade it twice, actually, because not just upgrade it once, and then I'll spend a point to upgrade it the second time. Technobabble them.
I'll spend a destiny point too. Okay, remind me what this check was going to be. A mechanics check.
It's gonna be a hard, upgrade it twice.
Okay,
and
so 2 red, 1
let's see.
purple.
Thanks to your IG-88 droid and the information you gained, you know a little about the system, so they know they suck. So I'll give you a boost die for that.
Well, here it goes. Yes! Oh, it's all over the place. I don't know.
All right, they believe you. They do. And in fact, they believe you so much, it's like, all right, you know what, I'm not going to stand around. They actually start walking down. But the officer, on the other hand, watching the cameras, sees something's off. And that's all I'm going to say on that one. Okay, so you have open access to the mainframe. In fact, as you walk in, you see it's actually it is a what you decide is to be an incredibly oversized computer for a base such as this. It strikes you as being very big. It strikes you as very odd. You would not expect a computer this size to be at a prison camp, basically. It doesn't need this kind of computing power. And you also see a nice little droid deactivated in the corner. He looks very squat, kind of small humanoid droid. He's just off
Oh,
in the
look,
corner.
another thing worth stealing.
Balkan, if you want to get working on the computer, I'll go do some exploration on this droid over here. Just so I look busy.
Please, and also, well, given his placement, it is probable he'd actually be an assistant to whoever works the mainframe. So it might be a good idea to work on him first.
Okay.
So yeah, first I'm gonna see if I can't wake this droid up and convert him to the cause, like I have our IG friend.
All right. This one's actually just going to be an average check. He's nowhere near hardened, but I'm going to upgrade it twice. Once just because he does have some nasty stuff on him, just in case, and one because I'm using a point. So it's just going to be 2 red.
Well, then we'll continue the dance, and I shall flip another destiny point up my skill, and let's see where this dance takes us. There you go.
You turn him on. Are you trying to also you're trying to take him over, right?
Yeah, basically the same thing I did to the IG droid.
Okay. He says, "Hello, master."
Okay, good. Droid, explain your function.
He said, my function is to back up mainframe data on my internal hard drive.
Perfect. Do you have a backup on you right now?
Error. Backup out of date.
Good.
Last
I think
updated
it's
3 stellar cycles ago. You see, he's having a little bit of trouble.
I do believe it's time we updated the backup.
Maybe
And
do
I
some
shall
repairs.
assist whatever is apparently wrong with you. Because you only need to say error once, my boy. I get the gist.
Gotcha. All right, this is going to be it's actually for you just going to be an average mechanics check. I might even just I'll just have you roll just in case. It's not about just hand waving it for you so you can fix him because it's not that major. All right. Actually, you see that it looks like someone had spilled some kind of drink into his CPU area. You clean it up, you reroute, and he's back and functioning perfectly.
Man, this place sucks so much. And yet their mainframe is so big, questions abound. But first, I think we will use this droid service as a backup to completely dump this system's files into him.
All
We'll
right.
use it later.
He goes up
It
to
will be
it.
fun.
He goes up to it and does it without a problem. He's now staring at you, waiting for further commands.
Man, I need to come up with names for these things. I'm getting so many now. Okay. I guess I'll just call him Backup Droid until I come up with a better name. All right, Backup Droid, you are now in my service. You may be required to leave this room. Is that cleared by your programming?
Well, I'm going to say you rewrote that portion of with your 4 successes, so yes, I am
Okay.
clear.
So all the droids are with me now. All right, and now I shall work my magic on this system, and let's see what we haven't. Okay, so we have the update from outside, thanks to Chim Chim staying out of range, that the ISB have shown up.
Mhm.
And okay, Balkan might need a moment to figure out what he might do with the mainframe, but he is going to do something, so it might be a good idea to move somewhere else.
Okay. All right, so anyone else got anything crazy downstairs? If not, I'll swap back to the guys, because something's starting to brew over there.
I have something in mind if no one else does.
All right. Okay, well then, we're done with the infiltration crew right now?
Balkan's thinking so.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Yes, I think we're good.
Remember our objectives here. We need to find this person and what happened to the other guy.
That is true, but Balkan was hoping to do a bit more screwy things too.
All right, well, back to the hangar crew. You actually, you see some of the lights on the outside of the prison start flashing, by the way. The guys in the hangar crew. And you see Durin, you're back, by the way.
Cool.
In fact, actually, I should have said you were back. You arrived pretty much at the end of their little stormtrooper confrontation.
Okay.
So, you actually start seeing the pilots start. You see the pilots you had brought to the bar. They're actually running towards the hangar right now. And you see a bunch of activity just all around. The stormtroopers just kind of set up a defensive perimeter around the shuttle.
All
And,
right.
Out in a building a little further on, you see an AT-ST pop out.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll,
It's actually, but you actually see it turn ahead towards a hole in the mountain.
I'll ask one of the pilot buddies as he's running by, since should be pretty good friends now. What's going on?
It's like, oh, apparently some kind of problem in the mines or something. I'm not entirely sure. Probably another riot. Those slaves don't know their place. Anyway, is anyone going to stop them from getting in the TIE fighters that are not currently broken by chance? Just throwing it out there.
Are they only getting in the TIE fighters that aren't broken?
Well, no, I said there's 4 TIE fighters. 3 of them had their control. They're heading towards them right now.
I'll try and talk them out of it. TIE fighters aren't going to do any good against a mountain. This is going to have to be a ground assault.
Okay, so you wanna try and talk about, because it's going to be a formidable check, because they're under orders to get those TIEs in the air and to start showing air superiority over the miners to kind of cow them a little bit.
Yeah, I'll try it. You want me to do it?
They've come running up. They're panting, and you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I'll throw that in as well as a side note of, do they want their superiors to see that they're flying while under intoxication?
All right. You know what? I'll actually so formidable, instead of upgrading it twice, let's upgrade it once for you. For that, yeah. I should
All right.
probably just add boost die, but that is an incredibly clever argument to add.
I try. Okay, so how many? That's 3 and 1?
Yes.
Alright. And I will go ahead. Do you want to be charm, leadership, anything in mind?
I would suggest charm. You can also do deception. I say charm and deception probably be your 2.
Alright,
Best
I'll do
bets.
charm, and I'm going to flip one. Alrighty. No.
Like I said, they slow down and listen to you pretty much, but they're just like, we're under orders, and they start running back towards there. So someone in the hangar want to do something? Someone else in the hangar? Like I said, I'm going to tell you, once I'll let you know, once they get and find those broken TIE fighters, there's a general alarm going to be going up around the base.
Are the stormtroopers or whatever the ISB people still hanging around the Lambda?
Oh yeah, they're not leaving. They've set up they've cordoned up a little defensive position. And that's about it.
Wait, are the pilots, are they still in uniform, and are they visibly? Is it visible that they've been out carousing very recently?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, one of them was running is kind of stumbling a little bit. These guys are not the kind of guys you'd want behind behind a frickin' TIE fighter flying
Of course,
around.
we could
Uh,
also
Troopers,
blame on that.
If those men get into those ties, they'll surely cause all sorts of damage. They may crash into your precious Lambda shuttle. Do you think you're going to allow that? Do you think your commander would look favorably on you letting a bunch of drunken, disorderly airmen damage your craft?
Okay, you're telling this to the stormtrooper sergeant sitting there. Okay,
Yeah.
it's going to be an opposed either deception or charm check, and
Okay, charm
you're going
check.
against his discipline at this point. I'm pretty sure it's discipline. Double check the social skill interaction.
Discipline's
Yeah,
against
discipline
Yeah,
sounds
discipline. It's going to be 3 red.
good. Ooh,
And
wow,
actually,
this guy's very.
he said he's an
This
IS. He's an
guy's
IS.
just a stormtrooper sergeant.
Yeah, like I
Wow.
say, he's been with these ISP guys for a while. I don't know if you know his entire backstory, but it's also going to be upgraded once. So you have 1 purple die as well.
Right. Okay, well, and since since the evidence is right before them.
Oh, I'm gonna give you 2 boost die for the obviously drunk officers,
Okay.
drunk pilots.
Here goes nothing. Ooh.
Wow.
Another one
Okay.
of those.
A
All
lot of despairs.
Man, despair heavy today. You know what?
Why do you keep
I'm
giving
gonna
us
say-
rest, man?
I'm gonna say you do convince them, but by the time they go to stop them, they're actually already in the TIE fighters. Now, what are you gonna do?
Cover ass. Cover ass.
Is anyone gonna turn on the comm jammer?
Sure. Shobek is in the ship.
All
Whoop.
right.
It's too late. Jam the comms quickly.
All right. Do you at least tell the other team real quick, or Chim Chim, since he's the guy who's out of.
Over the comms, you just hear a Wookiee growl.
I'm gonna try and get to the Lambda on my next maneuver, so
All right. Okay. Well, what are you guys gonna do? Because, like I said, the pilots jump out and start running for a little thing on the. One of the pilots jumps out and starts running for a thing on the door. The most sober one. By the way, the drunkest one got into the working TIE fighter and is still taking off. By the way, so
Let him go. This may actually be funny.
there you go.
Okay,
no,
you could-
I'd say our triumph is that he actually does clip in to the shuttle,
Lambda shuttle.
and that just starts a huge row between the pilots and the troopers.
All right, yeah, you know what? Sure. He actually, I'll let you spend time. Yeah, he takes off and then immediately careens right into the shuttle, crashing it actually, destroying the shuttle and the TIE fighter.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
can I make a deception check on that?
Do you
I
feel
want
like-
to yell out that
So
rebels
actually,
take. Sorry, go ahead.
if I may, as well, let me roll something real quick. Just gonna.
That's a good mix of triumph and despair.
Okay.
Yeah, what you said happened, but now you lost the
2,
shuttle.
3, 4. Okay. The 5 stormtroopers closest to the shuttle has well been taken out. So now you just got the 6 there and the sergeant. And they're dazed and confused. If you guys wanted to do an attack, you get a free round, pretty much. Because I just have all the NPCs go last, and you guys get the first go. If you want to start combat.
Yeah, I mean, we have the comm jammer up, so they can't call for backup, right?
They cannot. But you now
Yeah,
have
but
a
we're also
raging
out in the
fire.
open, so
You also have a raging fire where 2 shuttles have exploded. Something's going down, they know. Especially now that the comms have suddenly blanked on them. Oh, by the way, guys down there in the mainframe, the alarms are blaring now.
Okay, yeah, well then the first thing Balkan's going to do is turn that shit off.
Okay.
Well, and in honesty, he was going to fix that AC. He was going to be nice to these people before he royally screwed them, but no. Someone went and tripped the alarm.
It
If
happens.
no one wants to shoot the stormtroopers, I want to try and deception check them.
The stormtroopers?
Yeah, I want to just yell out that rebel saboteurs are taking out the TIE fighters and get them to shoot their own guys.
Yeah, the pilot, just yell out that the pilots are rebel saboteurs.
Yeah,
and that the one
mechanics are
running
finally
is
making
also-
their way back. Sorry, the mechanics are now making their way back as well, actually. And they've also been obviously drinking.
Yeah, you can do that if they don't follow through. I'm going to shoot them with our ship's guns.
So
That's a good backup plan.
make a deception check. Hard. Upgrade it once. Another one. I'm going to spend a point. And you're going to get, just for the general confusion, 3 boost die. Because they're all messed up right now. Even the sergeant's just kind of like, what is going on?
Alright. Sounds fair. Let's see what we got. Aha!
Oh.
All right. Yeah, you've gotten to the point. They're in such a fury and so confused. They actually start shooting at the mechanics as they're running up. So they're distracted for at least a round or 2.
What about the pilot that was going for whatever button or?
Oh, after he hit the alarm, he saw the thing crash. He just started. He just kind of like gave up. He's just like, I don't even know what to do at this point, and just
Okay.
sat down basically. 'Cause he's so he's
Done.
still drunk, you know. He's just like, I don't have time for this. Okay. So, all right. We'll take a little break there. I'll go back down to you guys, the mainframe. What are you guys doing?
Okay.
The alarms are
Balkan
blaring.
Balkan's come up with several things he wants to do now. One is pull the manifest off the mainframe. Two,
Okay.
shut off the alarms. And actually, there's 4 things. 3, cut power to all of the base's defensive weapons, like any anti-ship turrets they have,
Okay.
and release all the prisoners.
All right. Sounds good. You can actually, I'm gonna tell you can have your little droid do most of this with you, so it'll actually make it a simple check to do anything you want to this mainframe, since you have the droid activated.
So no checks whatsoever?
Well, no, he still has to roll. I'm still gonna make him
Oh.
roll just in case.
And let's spend a destiny to see if we can't get any triumphs out of here. Nope, just that.
All right, you get everything you want done. Actually, you going through the manifest, you see it says riot leaders sold to. It says redacted on Orvax. I think it's 4. It's actually you know it as a slaver planet. It's like the slaver planet. As well, you notice it says Yuri Horn mechanic in interrogation room pending ISB arrival. You also notice that, and you also. Let's say one more success. Yeah, you also find out. You also get all of the records of what the commander has been doing here. Good blackmail material, basically.
Perfect.
And that's also all on your droid because you downloaded everything anyway. But you find that specifically as you're going through. Like I said, the alarms turn off. Suddenly the power's out. The emergency lights pop on. And like I said, it's gone. There you go.
All right, so now they have a full prison revolt if these prisoners know what they're doing, and we are target, or not target, that sounds so like we're going to murder him. Our goal is an interrogation room, and I already forgot the number.
I don't think I actually said the number. Just
Oh,
interrogation
well-
room. We'll say 1B.
Okay, he's
It's
an
actually up on the
interrogation
second
room
floor, though.
1B, but if what we got earlier is true before the comms cut out, the ISB may already be on top of him.
Might be.
So we need to book it.
And let's get booking.
All right. So you guys are gonna head back and get back to the checkpoint. You actually see the officer and his little minion squad of troopers, the 4, are waiting for you, and they're all pointing their blasters at you as you turn the corner.
Well,
They say,
sorry
"Stand
guys,
down."
but the mainframe was not responsible for the AC problem.
They say, "Stand down! We don't know what set this alarm, but our comms have gone out, and I don't recognize you." Pointing at Jokin.
Can I shoot them now?
Flamethrower their asses.
IG, light these fuckers on fire.
All right. Like I said, this guy was supposed to take on a whole 6, so please do not yell at me too much for this. Okay, so short range, so it's 1 difficulty. The one guy's adversary 1. Let me look up the flamer thing again, make sure I have this right. Like I said, it does an area attack, right? An advantage. Let me activate it if I remember correctly.
Like blast.
It has a blast, yeah.
Let me. Yeah, well, I didn't actually. I wrote he has a flamer on it, but I forgot to include the frickin' actual stats for it. You know, I'll just say it has a thing. Let's roll. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
I'm just gonna
Everything
flat out say
burns.
you now have a raging fire in front of you. Let's see. Damn it.
Flame on.
The minions are dead. I'll just say it hit because it hit the entire area is now on fire. Of course, you have to go through the now flaming area to actually get out to the elevator.
Is the last is like the higher level guy still?
This is exactly what happened. IG-88 went. Then they just covered them all in flames. He is burning up. He's like, oh god! Ah! Ah! And he's just kind of running around. He's trying to stop, drop, and roll. If you wanted to, you could easily just kill him. Basically, he's been disabled by the fact that he's completely on fire.
Oh, that's miserable.
Oh,
Vulcan has no direct
The
malice. We might as well
merciful
put him out of
thing.
his misery.
Yeah, and end his.
I'll kill him.
Except the minions should just flat out burn up. They didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
Well, too bad for them.
Pretty much.
They chose the wrong side.
Nice. Very nice.
Like I said, he was meant to fight like the whole group if you all went down there at once. I was gonna tone him down a little bit, but you know, what fun is that? Burn. Okay, burn. Active. Yeah, they wouldn't have made any of these checks anyway. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're dead. So you guys want to get out of there? You're gonna head
I
up?
checked their,
Well, you
I
said
checked their bodies.
the path down was a T, and the turn to the left led to the mainframe. Where does the right go?
You want to find out? Or actually, you could probably ask
well,
Droid if
if
you wanted
it's
to. Just throwing it out
That
there.
or a wall of fire. I guess we could check it out while we wait for the fire to die down.
All right. Down to the right, you see what looks to be another kind of like little storage area, but the stuff looks really nice. Like it's actually like it has like a little desk set up, like a nice desk. Like you're like, man, I don't know who would pay for ivory nowadays, but you know why not, right? Loot their corpses for credits. They weren't carrying many credits, Chim Chim. Let's say
Credits
they got,
melted.
Aren't their corpses like on fire?
They
Yeah.
are, they are. But I'll just kind of let's see. Let's do I'll do a quick roll and see what survived here. We'll do the same roll. We'll do two. Nothing
And
survived.
the credits melted.
Nothing survived the fire. It's all being burnt down to crisp. If you really want to, you might be able to get a human scholar too.
Nice and bleached.
Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah, down to the right, you actually see like I said, it goes down to a door that leads into a beautiful office. Like I said, it looks really, like I said, once again, something looks really nice and out of place in this prison. Like I said, there's a small terminal set up on the desk, like a little computer on the desk, as well as a safe in the wall behind you.
Oh, well, this place is just asking to get looted. With all the guards dead, why not? So I guess whoever wants to pick the safe can do that, and I'll go look at the terminal.
No, I'm good, Mom, thanks.
What would I need?
Oh,
How much damage to blow the door off the safe with my rifle?
oh, I can cut the safe with my fusion cutter.
Alright.
Oh, that's right.
I'll say it'll take you about 2 rounds to cut through the safe. It's pretty thick.
I think that's very reasonable.
Well, during that time,
Covered.
after that 2 rounds, will the fire have died down?
Yeah, it'll start coming down.
Okay, then
Okay.
let's do this. And at the same time, I'll poke my way through the terminal to see if there's anything interesting there that we didn't get on the backup droid.
That gives time for the riot to form it.
Alright, you're going to have to do a computer check. Billy, stay in here. You have to do a hard computers check. I'm going to upgrade it twice on you and spend a destiny point for the second upgrade.
And I'll spend one too. Destiny arms race.
It is. You know, we're having a good usage rate this time, right?
There you
Oh,
go.
a triumph. This is actually you realize that this going through the terminal, you realize this is actually a small little like Imperial agent's office right here. And it talks about how they use the mainframe for processing some of the more advanced calculations for this entire like area of space for doing operations.
I knew it. I thought.
You also get the names of some of the agents operating in the area.
Nice.
Fucking A.
Sounds like something a
Backup
broker's
droid,
going
if
to
you have in your
do.
room, hold on to this. Just read them off a few names.
All right, good. Jeez, and that's it. Like I said, it's the decryption was a little hard to get through. So you can take a strain for doing that.
All right, fair enough.
Well,
Okay.
during these are actually deep cover agents. Like, you say their names, and they start. The troopers look at you like you're crazy, basically.
Fair enough.
Pretty much, not anymore. Oh,
The
man.
broker can definitely use that information.
Yeah, this was kind of like their handler's office. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice.
Gotcha.
All right. Okay, and we'll go ahead and say you cut through the safe. Inside, you actually find just a bunch of papers. They're in code though, so you don't know what the hell they say. You can just take them with you.
Yeah, we'll grab them and wait for later.
Just
I'll
call
throw
them
in my.
cipher
my-
papers without the D. All right, then you guys are going to head back up. All right, now back to the hangar crew. All right, guys. You start seeing explosions down by the mine entrance, and like I said, you see another ATST come out of the hangar way down the road, and it's heading out towards the frickin' thing. Heading out towards the mine. Sorry. Like I said, the stormtroopers have finished off the mechanics, and they're just kind of like, "What's going on?"
So, do we start seeing prisoners that have escaped flooding out yet?
Not just yet. You hear a lot of blaster fire coming from just basically all around. It sounds like a miniature war is broken out, honestly.
Is the commander of Stormtrooper still alive?
The sergeant one, he's still up.
So, did the mechanics? They're all taken out now.
Yeah, they're dead. They're dead.
They didn't even fire back, or
No, they got taken out too quickly. Stormtroopers are actually good shots.
yeah. I don't know.
I kind of want to try and convince the
Stay-
Stormtroopers to just follow me.
To follow you?
Yeah, like to head to the mine.
You're gonna rally them to the mine.
Yeah, so well, their ship's blown. It's not like they have anything else to do.
Yes. All right. Okay. I want you. If you want to do this, I want you to make a leadership check. Do you have good leadership?
I do.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say it's again. You're basically dealing with the sergeant, so 3 red.
All right.
Yikes.
Like I said, and since they believed you last time, they're actually I'm gonna give you a boost die for this one.
All right. I'm gonna spend one of these. All right. Here goes nothing.
Stay downstairs.
Have you spent one? Do we need to flip one of the reds? Or one of the blacks?
Oh,
Jeez.
despair. You know what? Okay, this
That's a
is
lot of
exactly
successes.
what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he sends 5 of the troopers down to the mines to help out, but you still got the other you basically him. You now have him and the sergeant and another trooper, and they turn on you, say, "Who exactly are you? What are you doing here?"
I am ISB Agent 213 under the authorization of Wolf Yullerin. We're investigating deception within the ISB ranks. There's some reports of agents going rogue and siphoning off credits to their own personal accounts. Now, are you going to allow me to conduct my investigation and handle whatever this outbreak is, or are you going to continue to impede me?
Yeah, go ahead and make a deception check. I'll give you 2 boost die, and 3 red again.
All right. This will
Are
be
you
interesting.
are you flipping a destiny point to make that 3 red?
No, he's going against the discipline of the sergeant.
Oh, okay.
He's actually a badass.
Okay.
Oh, this will be interesting. Do I get any boost because I have 5 of his stormtroopers with me?
Or what? Though they're already gone, right?
Yeah, he sent them off to help with the mine. Then he's talking to you, but he didn't let
Fair
you head
enough.
off. And I'm giving you 3 boost die. 1 because he's believed you once, and 2 because I thought what you said was pretty convincing myself. So hey,
All right. Here we go.
he's like, okay, this is what he says. He says, "I don't believe you. Stand down and surrender your ship now." He raises, and he's starting to raise up his blaster at you. At this point, with that one advantage, I'll let you make a free maneuver before the combat begins here.
Run into the ship. I'm going to shoot them with the turrets.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and at least dive behind whatever cover I can.
Okay. You jump out of the way. All right, we'll say, I'll say you get to make your gunnery check before they make their blaster check. 'Cause you're already ready to shoot at them, right? You see him
Yeah,
jump out of the way. and
I've
take his
been-
view.
He's had it
Yeah.
trained on him for a while.
Okay, so what am I looking at here for the gunnery?
It's going to be 1 because it's actually technically like engaged range, but I'm going to say 1 because it's close.
But I'm firing from the ship, so that should be a little bit harder, right?
Well, it's
silhouette.
based off silhouette for gunnery checks.
Yeah.
That's true. They're still at 1, and the ship is, if I remember, let me double check the stats on the ship.
Yes, I think it's another difficulty for more than 2 difference.
Let's go over to the ship.
But he might also have an aim because he's had it trained on him for a few rounds now.
Yeah, I'll give you at least the double boost for the aim. Let's see. I'm on the party
So.
records. Ship stats. It's a silhouette of 4. Yeah.
4.
So it'd be 3 difficulty.
3? I thought it was just if it was +2 that
Oh,
you.
yeah. Yeah. Let me just double check. Sorry. I had it all set up for the TIE fighters. Now I'm all messed up. Okay.
It might be a difference. I don't know. I guess it's a 3 difference, so I don't know if that matters. Versus.
It's like it's everyone past 2. I think it adds a difficulty.
Yeah.
I said they're 1. You were 4. So.
Well, if it's plus or minus 1, it's an average check. If it's 2 difference in against you, then it's a 3. Then it's a hard check. If it's 3 difference, it should be a daunting check, I think.
Oh really?
Now we'll say average check because once again they're right in front of you. Well, I'll just go with average for now. I'll look at the
Okay.
rules later. Let's just get out of the
Okay.
way. It's an average
And
check.
then
Upgrade it once
two-
because he is still an adversary.
okay. And then 2 boost, right?
Stop.
You said from the
Yes.
aiming.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
you just vaporized. You just
boy.
That's a lot of
vaporized them.
crits.
You just vaporized the sergeant and his other little trooper. And in fact, with that triumph, I can say no one's even noticed the fact you just shot out of the hangar and killed off some troops. They're too distracted with what's going on up at the mine, and what is now
Nice.
starting to flood, and the prisoners are starting to come out of the mine now.
They think it's like a residual explosion from the
Pretty much,
accident
yeah.
earlier or something.
Just gonna nod to the ship. Thanks for that.
Shortbecca has good gunnery, just like he has good ranged heavy. So
My guardian angel with the ship-mounted turret.
All right. Cool beans. All right. Well, that being said, I'm gonna say you guys are pretty much clear unless someone starts rolling some more despair because they're distracted with all the stuff going on. They've just the rest of the pilots they're actually just gotten out and left at this point. They're just like, fuck it, I'm getting out of here.
And the 5 stormtroopers also went to the mine, right?
Yeah. So you guys are being clear, so we need to finish up with the guys inside the prison.
Cool.
All right. Okay. So it
We-
is,
We just cleaned out that office.
oh, it's cleaned out, yeah.
Okay, so we have all the things, and now we're booking it back to the personnel elevator, and then from there... Oh, well, are we cheesing it, or are we going to make our way up to the director's office? I leave that up to others.
Well, let's go collect the contact.
Ah, yes, that too. I guess we'd still have to use the personnel elevator.
He said the interrogation rooms are also on floor number 2.
Oh, goody, that'll be convenient. Let's go. I pressed the buttons.
All right. Like I said, it's on emergency power, so it's taking a little longer than usual. But you arrive at the second, it opens up, and you just see chaos. There's prisoners running around. You see a dead Doros in front of you wearing an ISB uniform. And it looks like he had some kind of large metal object shoved through his eye.
Jokin, might be a good idea to divest.
Pardon?
We're among friends now. It may not be a good idea to look like an Imperial officer anymore.
Sounds good. It's a good call.
Like I said,
Pull on my armor over the uniform so you can't see what the uniform is really.
And while we're running, we shall scream, "For the Alliance!"
all right. You hear a couple of cheers. Ah! In fact, down the hall you see there's a bunch of prisoners banging on a door. And it says above it says Warden's office, basically. And it looks like they're just they're banging on it, trying to break it down. But they're not doing much because it's door steel, and they're just basically angry miners. They're angry slaves. As well,
Sounds like
you see, you also see the interrogation room doors. All of them are open except for one.
Jokin will head over to the door and cut it for them.
All right. You open up the door. No, you do not currently see any ships or anything like that, Durin.
Wait, did the
Nothing near where you guys are. Sorry.
Okay.
sounds good. Yeah, I'll cut the door open for the miners.
Okay, you open the door. They go in. You hear a lot of screaming and then silence, and then they come out covered in blood. And they're just like, ah!
once they leave, I'll head in just to see if there's any intel or anything useful, material-wise.
You see the poor commander has been basically kind of he's been stuck to the wall through with a frickin' like basically a giant pipe through his chest. He's just sitting there bleeding out, dying. He's slowly bleeding out. They didn't make a quick for him. Otherwise, they trashed the guy's computer. There's papers, documents pretty much everywhere. Some of the stuff. Well, not really. Not much papers, but you know what I mean. It's all torn up. There's not really much you see.
All right.
You do see. Well, no, never mind. They grabbed the guy's gun, so I didn't even see that.
All right. I will head back out and rejoin the rest of my group.
All right. Like I said, otherwise you see some interrogation suites, but there's only one is still closed. All the rest have been busted open. Looks like.
I think he might be in this one.
All right. Do you guys want to take a peek in just to make sure?
But of course, everyone draw your guns.
All right. You peek in. You see a human wearing an ISP uniform along with 3 stormtroopers just kind of staking out the door. And he sees holding another human kind of like and as a human shield in front of him, holding out his little blaster pistol at the door.
So, do any of them have their guns pointed at the guy, or are they just using him as a shield?
Just using him as a shield.
Okay. Well,
Can I shoot him?
might not be the best idea.
Oh, by the way, everyone, you all hear another explosion. Well, this one's a lot closer. In fact, you see the little like barracks that was up over here. It is now in flames.
Maybe try to negotiate with these people and say you'll let them go if they.
Well, that was
surrender
just
the
what I
prison.
was thinking, because, well, he's not going to poke his head out because he saw blasters, and that scares him. Or rather, does not make him want to stick his head out.
Yeah.
He's like, is this really the time you really want to hold hostages? This place is falling around all of us. You'll die along with... Ah, fuck, that's not going anywhere. I don't know what I was trying to say. It's like, looks like you're in need of a safe way out, and we're the ones willing to grant it if you're willing to hand over that guy right there.
All right, make a I'll say either a charm, a negotiate. Pretty much any of them were friendly socials, and at this point they're really desperate. So just an average check, upgrade it once, and I'm even going to give you a 2 boost die because, like I said, they're desperate. You're the only guys who haven't threatened to rip them to pieces, basically.
What sucks, though, is that even with all that help, I'm still probably going to fail because I suck at all those social skills.
Doesn't
That's me
Joker
to
have some
my
charm?
Now, if you want, I'll let Joe can give you skilled assistance in this. Basically, I'll say he feeds you what he fed you what to say and how to say it to him.
I don't have any skills at all. I just things went well.
What's your presence?
2.
Okay, so it's the same as Balkans.
I'll give you an unskilled assist and like reinforce your points.
All right.
All right.
It's going to be 2 greens then with 3 boosts.
And 1 red, 1 blue. One red, 1 purple.
1 red, 1 purple. I got that.
All right.
All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to spend a destiny point and turn one of those into a yellow.
Oh, good choice.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Yay!
Yes.
You know what? They say, certainly. But I have to come with you at least. You have to directly get me out of here. I'm not going to release him. He moves the gun over to Yuri's head. Or who you think is Yuri's head. No, we'll just say he's Yuri. The stormtroopers kind of look at him like... And then...
Asshole.
But they stand down. Said they're nice and brainwashed. So it works out great for them.
All right, well,
He comes out, holding the gun in
are
his
we
head.
willing to compromise our morals to escort all these gentlemen out? Because frankly, Balkan's just all about the mission at this point. He has enough things for the rebellion. Chim, Jidakan, any opposition here?
Works for me.
Nope.
Okay, so I guess we hold up our end of the bargain and start escorting them to the hangar where we know our ship should be waiting.
Okay. Okay, you get downstairs, no problem. Actually, as you're leaving the prison, is when you have trouble. You see, there's actually a small battle going out right in the front of the prison where you actually exit out. And like I said, you see a bunch of Imperial Army troopers just being mowed down. It seems like someone has armed the miners already, almost, and they're just starting. There's a miniature skirmish going on. You guys can easily sneak by, and in fact, the ISB agent doesn't seem to care about the troopers. He just wants you to get him out of here. He doesn't even call to him. He's just like, "Let's go." Yeah, you gonna do anything with the little skirmish? ISB agent?
I'm not. Of course, he's an ISB agent, so I already don't like the cut of his jib. But at this rate, we might as well just get the broker's deal done. So I'm thinking we should just skirt the skirmish.
So the guy that we were supposed to help escape, we've learned was sold to slavers, right?
Yeah.
Well, it seemed like most of his helpers were, but he himself is the one we're helping. The one we're trying to get free of the ISB agent.
Well, you were actually trying to get information on Lord Kitoto, and he was sold to the slavers. You found that much out from the mainframe. Yuri was the agent of the broker being interrogated. 'Cause he was just at this prison when he was trying to get the guy freed with the prison riot.
So we know that the guy that was supposed to escape actually isn't even here anymore, right?
Yes, the broker had already suspected that. That's why he sent you guys in to figure out where he'd gone.
Okay.
He said he just wants you to rescue Yuri, or pretty much get information on him, because get information or rescue him, whichever one was easier / better. All right. So you guys actually make good time over to the hangar. Like I said, it looks like there should have been at least a land speeder patrol, but it has disappeared mysteriously. Looks like it's gone to the bar or something earlier. Like I said, it's pretty much uncontested ground. But you do actually see the army troopers are actually starting to retreat.
Okay, so I guess we take our now guests to our ship.
All right. Well, the stormtroopers didn't go with you, but it was just the ISB agent.
Okay, so just him then and Yuri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Reuniting it shall feel so good.
We should be able to overpower this guy.
Is there no other ship for Jokin to take command of to help get more of the?
unfortunately, like I said, you guys blew up the Lambda shuttle and you destroyed all the TIE fighters.
Okay.
I think I've done much. There are still freighters in the minor part of town.
I did want to try something if I get a chance.
Go ahead. What do you want to do? Because I'm going to say everyone's back together now.
I want to see if I can either grab a comlink off someone or reach some sort of, area station-wide comm channel.
Speaker system. We can drop the comm jammer.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there are a few stormtrooper helmets just laying around, and even an Imperial Army trooper helmet as well.
Okay. If I can, I want to reach everyone, but if it's just Imperials, I can make that work.
All right. I'll say it has there's an PA system on base you can access, because you found a higher up member's helmet. How about that? We'll make it.
All right. So basically, I want to say, attention all base personnel. This is Commander Boge of the Rebel Alliance. You are hereby ordered to stand down and surrender. This base has been surrounded by rebel troops. The miners have been armed and are instructed to execute anyone who does not stand down. If you do not comply with the next 3 seconds, you will be obliterated, and we will continue to take over the base.
All right. You still hear a lot of shooting going on, but go ahead and make a coercion check at hard, upgrade it once.
All right.
And we'll say this is a blanket thing.
Worth a shot. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. You hear the shooting start to die off. And, let's see, that threat. I'll just say you take strain damage. I can't think of anything really good. You just one threat. That's a little strenuous. You hear the shooting start to die down. And actually, now that you guys have the comm jammer down, you actually see another freighter pop over in front of the prison, escorted by X-Wings.
Nice.
And they land at the prison. They land at the prison, and they start kind of recruiting everyone up. Like I said...
Can we hail them?
Certainly.
Just give them a roar, I guess.
You most certainly can.
Over here!
Give them an award ceremony roar.
Get in the temple and get medals now.
Right? No, not quite. Okay, so
I always have to blow up a Death Star or something at that.
There we go. There's my
Right.
duty.
definitely your duty right there. Yours was what support, right? You
Yep.
definitely supported the fight. Okay,
And
boom.
who had recruiting? That should definitely be.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah, Durkin has recruiting.
There you go. I see. You know what? Well, once we get to the end, we'll definitely we'll actually put a little thing. We'll give a +5 because that was pretty magnificent. You guys did pretty magnificently with this. In fact, even resource acquisition because you guys got a lot of stuff. So
We took over a whole prison, so
pretty much. And even Balkan gets
Not
a
to mention all
+5
the
for his
data.
advanced IG droid if he wants to give it over to the rebels anyway.
So how do we want to handle this ISP agent?
Well, actually, first I'm going to see if I can get any information off him to cross-reference with the database on the backup.
Actually, the
droid.
problem is once the rebellion has actually shown up, he's starting to drag Yuri kind of away. Like he's dragging you around the ship. Like let's take off now.
So he's
Is
trying to
Yuri
get on our.
even-
He's
Hiding
backing
him?
up, so he can't see what's behind him, but he's backing up slowly with Yuri up the ramp for the ship.
Is Yuri fighting him?
Yeah, Shorebecca is sitting there. You know,
It
can
looks
just
like Yuri's
grab
been
him.
drugged.
club him in the
actually.
head.
Hold on.
Yuri looks like
Anthony-
he's been drugged. He's kind of
Okay.
complacent, like It's kind of looks like the effects of the truth serum they have in the Star Wars universe. I forget the name off the top of my head, but
The one the probe droid has, or interrogation droid.
yeah.
I think
mind
he should.
probe.
He should back up into Shorebecca, who just like. You know,
I'll go ahead and let that happen. He backs up to Shorebecca. He turns up to see you. Shorebecca, what do you do?
Arms off.
Go ahead and make a
Big
brawl check.
yeah.
And he's adversary 2. It's the only
Ugh.
problem.
But he should get some boost for being surprised.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say you get 2 boosts for the surprise and 1 boost that you're hitting him from behind, and he's just not ready.
Okay,
And aren't
so
his
that's
arms
three-
busy
three-
holding a blaster?
They are. You're not giving another boost for that too. 4 boosts. Why not? A prisoner and a blaster. So
yeah.
2 red, and 4 boost.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and convert that. Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you say you kill him or knock him out, or however you want to do, because you've just caught him so unaware. Go ahead and tell us what happens, Rebecca.
I go ahead and just grab him in a chokehold, make sure that his blaster is pointed away from the agent, and just choke him out. And so I just incapacitate him. I don't kill him.
Gotcha. So he's passing. You now have an ISB prisoner on
Yay.
board. So you guys gonna take off?
Yeah. I guess give a call sign to the rebels and head out.
All right.
So basically, we don't need to help evacuate the prisoners anymore. They're all taken
No,
care
yeah,
of.
they're being taken care of. Because
All right.
there wasn't really many actual rebel personnel here, but there's a lot of sympathizers. And this is kind of like, I want to win back some people, so we take care of our own kind of thing.
Got it.
This is kind of the